It's interesting,
24.
He's kind of, as we see Hellmuth trying to limp in the king high suited here, and being raised up by the 6-4.
At 30 big blinds, Phil Hellmuth limps with king deuce suited. This is a fine play, as at this stack depth we mostly want to raise with the strongest and the weakest hands. This helps us avoid getting put in a tough spot when you face a free bet and makes our limp more balanced. Jason Koon should be raising a little over 40% of his hands. His range should be linear, and 6-4 suited is part of it as it provides nice board coverage. And Hellmuth makes the call. There's very little limp raising in this situation.
I noticed that he was just genuinely,
He seemed relaxed and
Hellmuth is
laughing.
a gangster, man. He's been out-chipped before, too.
It almost feels to me as though he's gotten to a place where he has accepted what has transpired.
The flop is Jack, 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 and Jason can bet his entire range for 2/3 as he has a huge overpair advantage. Hellmuth should call with almost all of his king highs not to get run over. If he didn't, he would be massively overfolding by mucking 70% of his hands.
Framed himself and understands the task at hand, which
very
is
nice so far from Hellmuth here.
mighty, of course. And yes, nice indeed is Koon. Follows through for 30,000 with 6 high and gets called. And
Hellmuth calling you the queen as he goes for check. Fair enough.
go on, though, the thought?
I was thinking the queen might favor Jason, but nonetheless again.
On the turn, Jason should be slowing down, as often is the case when you have bet range on the flop. 6-4 suited can go either way, but it's mostly checking. Phil should be checking behind his king highs as he has decent showdown value and he isn't going to get called by worse.
Calls on Jack, Jack, Jack. The 4 certainly favors Jason, though. Waning a little in the face of this, although he might not see it. He likes to fold.
Jason spikes the 4 on the river and decides to bet 1/3 of the pot. The solver approves this play, but interestingly, the hand is good enough to go all in as Hellmuth has somewhat capped himself by checking turn, meaning he is less likely to hold strong hands. Hellmuth is put in a tough spot as king high according to the solver can go either way, fold, call, or even bluff raise. Funnily enough, if Phil had a 4 here, it would be good to shove as Jason shouldn't be betting many better hands for this small of a sizing. Let's see what Hellmuth does.
Man, this poor Dexter.
108. Oh, it does just pay it off, and he'll see the bad news, Holly. Here we are.
Brace yourself.
This fucking guy gets away with fucking murder against me. I mean fucking murder. What the fuck? Every time he makes a big raise, I know he's light. He doesn't know I know that? Come on, what the fuck?
The two main takeaways from this hand are 1. To recognize that in short stack heads up, opens should be less frequent and a lot more polarized than when playing deep. 2. When facing bets, we should always try to think where our hand lands in our range. If folding our holding will result in us having an extremely high fold percentage, it is worth considering finding a call. Be sure to like and subscribe for more high-stakes solver breakdowns. Till next time.